All right, well done, Math 188 students. At this time, I hope that your review is going well and you're getting ready for our test that's coming up. But I thought for those who are interested, I'd begin to open up our Canvas lesson modules so that you guys can start your trig journey. So no rush. These aren't actually due until the following week when we start going through lesson modules every Monday, Wednesday, Friday night. But in the hopes that some of you will start getting ahead, I've opened them up and you can start taking a look at them, especially after we've taken our tests. Don't sit idle. That is a kiss of death, if you would, in any course. It's just to sit idly by. So I'm going to make you guys work, right? So what I'd like to do in this video is kind of walk you through a Canvas module, just to make sure you understand what I'm going to be looking for and what you should be doing as you go through items. So let me share my screen. And what you're currently looking at is our course, the homepage. We're going to be going and working on modules. And what you see in the modules, there's the getting started module that I'll kind of clear out. You guys have just been doing the practice module, the college algebra. But then what is open is section 1.1, section 1.2, section 1.3, etc. Keep in mind, I'm still referencing the text because I'm in the process of rewriting. But each one of these has a certain rhythm. There's the heading, right? So we're going to be learning about some angle basics in section 1.1. There's every module starts with an overview page. Then there are, in this case, 3 pages of videos for you to watch and fill out the notes. There's a discussion board for you to interact with if you have questions. And then there's a page for you to upload your guided notes for me to grade. And then there's a page where you can upload the quiz and homework to practice the skills that you think you learned. So you'll notice that if I go to section 1.2, the same thing's going to happen. In this case, the heading, we're going to learn about angle relationships and similar triangles. There's an overview page. There's pages of videos. In this case, there's 3. And then there's a page for the discussion board. And then there's a place for you to submit your guided notes. And then there's homework. So as I move forward, you kind of see that each module has that pattern. Okay, so when you want to start doing one, go to the overview page first. And on this page, what you're going to find is basically the lesson objectives for section 1.1. So in this section, we're going to learn about defining an angle. We're going to define many angle types. We're going to learn how to measure an angle, learn about what standard position is, learn about complement, supplements, coterminal, and quadrantal angles, and much more. So when you open up the guided notes, so again, we're going to download a PDF file that I have for you. When you open that up, you'll notice that what it basically goes is over angle terminology, right? How to measure an angle, what standard notation is, different types of angles, so lots of definitions, and then some examples where we actually go through those definitions and use them, in practice, right? And so what you're going to do, just like your practice assignment, if you can print these out and then go watch the videos and fill them out, please do so. Some of you actually have the technology where you can just load the PDF file in your iPad or your laptop, and then with your stylus, you can fill out the notes as you watch the videos. And then some of you still might not have any of that technology. And I just ask, if you do these with paper pencil, just make sure you follow the flow of the notes that I've given you, page by page, number wise, and everything like that. That way, when you turn it in, I can kind of follow along and make sure you got everything. All right. So help yourself by writing everything down. Okay. So once you've figured out what you're going to do in terms of the notes, you're going to press the next button, right? And what you'll do is start watching the videos. So there I am going through all the definitions, right? What it means, all the angle basic, what it means to be in standard position, what it means to be a complement. So going through all the definitions and then working with the definitions. So now all those examples, how do we draw something in standard position? How do we find an angle's complement, et cetera, et cetera. In this particular one, there's also some items about degrees, minutes, and seconds. From time to time, I think some YouTube videos are even better than what I can. So I actually have another person who kind of walks you through the Chat 84 and how to work with degrees, minutes, seconds. So there's a little bit of technology involved if needed. And then last but not least, there's the discussion board. So perhaps you saw a mistake in the videos, maybe something needs more clarification. you start working on the homework and you have a question, this is where you're going to post it to kind of simulate the discussion that goes on in our classroom. And then the next page, if you press next, there's where you'll start your assignment. So just like you did with your practice assignment, you'll press on the button, upload your notes, and then submit it, and then I'll look at it for a grade. But I want you to also make sure when you look at this, there's some highlights. This is, its due date is Monday. I think this will be January, what is that, 29th. All right. It's worth 5 points. The file types are PDFs, JPEGs, PNGs, and JPEGs. You're allowed 3 attempts, all right, to get this all done. And again, there's the due date, January 29th. If you get things done early, that'll allow me to give you feedback. And if something's missing, I'll let you know in the feedback. And then you guys can basically fix them, right, before the deadline. But as with the practice assignment, when you're ready to start the assignment, right, you either have it in your Google Drive in the Canvas Studio, or you have it uploaded somewhere where you just upload the file, right? Go choose the file. So go find where you put that file. All right. I forget where I put this one, but let's just say, I'm just go to that, right? And then submit the assignment just like you did your practice assignment. And then what you should get is some confetti saying that you've done it. And in this case, you do have a new attempt if something's wrong, right? But like I said, I'll tell you when I get that. So once you've submitted the guide notes, again, you should you should be reviewing the notes. You should redo all the examples. And then when you're ready to practice what you think you've learned, you're going to upload the section, quiz, and homework, and you're basically going to attempt it. So in this case, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's about 12 problems there that if you really understand what's going on in the lesson, then you should be able to do the homework. Of course, your job is to get this all done, bring it to class, compare it with your classmates, have a discussion, and then I'm walking around trying to find out where any issues might be. And so what I'd also advise you do, let me go to modules, especially when you're reviewing the assignment. When you go back to the overview page, you might want to make sure you go over the learning objectives one more time. Do you understand what it means to define an angle, right? Do you know the different types of angles? Do you know how we measure angles? Do you know what it means to be in standard position? Can you work with complements? So if all this seems familiar, that means the learning was done, it's complete. You're definitely ready to do the homework and hopefully discuss items in class and do all the activities that I do. So that, in a nutshell, let me go ahead and leave the student view, is what that'll look like as you go through things. So let me stop sharing. All right. So hopefully that was informative. And then, if you have questions, please ask, send me an email, put it on the discussion board. But like I said, after our test, I very much encourage you guys to start working ahead, start getting these items done so that you can ERP effectively, be prepared for class, and then, do well on future tests or whatever the case might be. All right. So that's it for now. I'm going to sign off and I will talk with you guys later.